Okay, House of Pain fans. Now, this is something I never knew. When it came to the original concept of the series, House of Pain was going to look extremely different from how it turned out. And this is something one of my very loyal Instagram followers sent my way. Sometimes there are people who like everything, but they never message me. And when they do message me, it's like, oh damn, okay, this is a big deal. But this looks like it's from some sort of like magazine or website. And look, again, this is way back in the day prior to my, Tyler Perry breakdowns and whatnot. I was like, I forgot what year House of Pain came out, but I think I was like, what, in middle school or maybe early high school? I forgot. So we're talking like 2006 or something like that, even before that, I don't know. But in any case, the picture says, what's next for Tyler? Television. Tyler's next frontier is television. So this is prior to House of Pain, because obviously that was his first big TV milestone. His sitcom Life with Madea is currently in development, with Tyler starring as both Madea and a recently widowed father with 2 young children. The storyline will be based on circumstances which lead to Tyler's character having to move back in with his opinionated mother, who of course is none other than Madea, Mabel Madea Simmons. Be sure to log on to the website www.tylerperry.com for updates on this exciting project. So yeah, that's pretty crazy to have the original concept of the show, which would become House of Pain. And we know House of Pain, the only early development of House of Pain I know was the fact that the WB variation was extremely different, like CJ being the son of Ella and Curtis, and the fact that Jasmine and Malik were there, and it just, and Janine, it just looked very different. I think CJ was staying in the basement or something like that. Like I've only watched like maybe 1 episode of that, and I know it's on YouTube, and online. It's online in general. If you want to check out like the original handful of episodes that the WB did, then be sure to check those out online. But I will say I love that theme song. I think Cassie Davis sung it. It's like, in the house. I remember I was jamming to that on the live stream once. But yeah, can you imagine a Life with Madea series? I guess in a way that decades later, or well over a decade later, I forgot exactly when this was planned out, but you have Mabel becoming the series where instead of Life with Madea, it's like, hey, Life with Mabel. Find out what it was like for Mabel in her younger years, or Madea in her younger years when she was just Mabel Simmons. So I think that's pretty cool how things turn out. It reminds me of a Jazzman's Blues, the upcoming Netflix film for Tyler Perry, his 3rd one after the Madea Homecoming. It's the fact that that's something he wrote during his early career, and he's just now, taking that project and making it real. So I want to believe that film is going to be very well done, because that's like one of his first work, and Tyler Perry's early work I constantly praise for being some of his best content. It's just that when he takes a project from the past, utilizing the resources he currently has as a billionaire, I really hope that, it's a project that he didn't do in just like a few days, but he took his time to film it, make sure everything was just right to have an amazing final product. But that's just me. So with that being said, what do you think a Life with Madea series would have looked like? Do you think that some episodes would have been, I guess you could say, triple duty, as Tyler Perry brought in Joe, for example, maybe Mr. Brown and other characters? It's just really interesting to see what these original concepts would have looked like. To be honest, I wouldn't mind Tyler Perry just sitting down and doing one of those like unsung or behind the music-esque documentaries where he just talks about, hey, here's what House of Pain originally looked like before the final product was done, or here were the early plans for the haves and the have-nots, or love, if loving you is wrong, meet the Browns, love thy neighbor. Since we're in the Viacom era of Tyler Perry, I would love to kind of go back to his WB/TBS/OWN years and just learn about how things would have been different. Oh, this character didn't exist in the original script, or this actor was supposed to play this character and this and that. Because what was it? I think Crystal Fox originally auditioned to be Veronica, if I remember correctly. And then, of course, you know, one of the most recent switcheroos was the fact that KJ Smith was supposed to play Lily in The Oval, but instead she got the role of Andy on Sisters. So it's just one of those things where I just think that it would blow my mind to learn that kind of stuff from behind the scenes of how things just originally looked completely different how they turned out. Of course, everything happens for a reason, but yeah, Life with Madea would have definitely been an interesting series, you know, just to put that out there. So thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are there any behind the scenes or original concept ideas for any Tyler Perry projects that you feel like, you know what, I don't think Jeremy have heard about this before, so I'm going to send it his way. Feel free to hit me up on social media. Links are in the description. As always, make sure you take a moment to hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. You can donate to the channel via PayPal or Cash App. And to make sure you are up to date when I post content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you do not miss out whenever I post content on the channel. Also, keep in mind that when it comes to notifications, sometimes they don't, or most of the time they don't go through, so you may need to unsubscribe, hit subscribe again, and then hit the bell again in order for it to work. And when it comes down to TylerPerry.com, I'm going to see if that still exists, or did TylerPerry.com eventually become TylerPerryStudios.com? I don't know, but I'll check it out. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.